When you got that message from DHARMA Productions, you know, the big time people, been here for a year.
Yeah.
How did you feel?
Oh my goodness. You should have seen me. And it came at the perfect time because I was traveling back to Abuja and the ride, because I did a road trip, I don't know what I was thinking, was terrible. And then the message comes in just as I get into Abuja and I'm like, oh yes, silver lining, hello, silver lining. You know, I was so happy. And you know, the funny thing is, the reason why it was such a big deal for me is because the owner of DHARMA Productions is, to me, one of the most influential men in Bollywood today. No matter what anyone has to say, he really is. And I've looked up to his work, not just as a director, but mostly as a businessman, because he's very strategic. He understands trends. He understands the times. I feel like a lot of people have focused so much on the curated version of him that he gives off as a personality for these TV shows that they've completely forgotten the fact, or, you know, haven't paid attention to the fact that this man still churns out some of the most commercially successful films, whether he's on the directing table or the writing table or the producing table. So when they reached out, when I got the message, I was like, and everything. Yeah. I think it felt kind of like a confirmation of sorts, like, okay, I'm doing something that makes some sense. Because as much as I put up my first post in May, I didn't start posting consistently until about June-ish, June, July-ish. And before that, it had taken almost 2 years of my friends badgering me that, Madam, you know so much about this industry, you should start a YouTube channel. You know so much about this industry, you should start this, you should start. And I was like, no, I don't have time. And And I complained and whined about it and stuff. And then lockdown happened and I was like, shit, I'm bored. You know, and stuff. And I found myself watching a lot more movies than I, would have time for. And I was like, by the time I got to Lagos, I was like, yeah, we're grieving. What is the best thing to do? Let's write. But I'm not interested in spilling my guts. I'm only interested in writing. So I was like, if I'm watching a movie, I'll write about it. And before I knew it, I had written like 5 reviews in 2 days. I was like, okay, let's go. Let's go. And if that became my pastime throughout the whole period that we were dealing with at home, I got home and I was like, it's fun. I'm enjoying myself. And I think one of the things that was my major satisfaction was like one of the first 4 or 5 people that followed me are actually Bollywood nerds themselves. So they would slide into my DM and you see us dissecting films and talking about stuff. And I'm like, okay, this makes sense, And I was like, yeah, I might as well continue. Besides, like I said before, if I can make the content, why not?